What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Last night, after the Jackets lost, I talked about past tense what they should do with the 16th overall pick, and I want to kind of elaborate on that in terms of what to expect from the team going forward. I like the young talent they have. I've said ad nauseum. Boone Jenner is a bad boy. I love watching him play. Great mix of skill and physical tenacity. You gotta love the way he plays the game of hockey. He plays you straight up, and I can chip in a goal here and there. And he's gonna be a fan favorite. And he'd be a fan favorite anywhere he played. But the fans in Columbus love a good, hard-working forward like that. He's got it. You'll be seeing a lot of Jenner jerseys in Lumbus going forward. I like Matt Calvert. I've liked Matt Calvert since his Brandon Wheat King days. He impressed me offensively this year. I thought he was going to be more of a undersized bottom six forward. I believe I said this time last year. But he's really played very well offensively and had a big series against the Penguins. And I think that they're in a good position moving forward. There's plenty to be optimistic about. This isn't like last year's Islanders team where they pushed Pittsburgh and then the next year they had all these expectations. They went out, they got a stud in Vanek, and then came apart at the seams. No, they really have a good core nucleus in place and a team that plays for each other and a solid goalie. I mean, having a great goalie is the great equalizer in the National Hockey League. Let's call it what it is. I mean, you look at the teams, the Bruins, the New York Rangers, obviously New Jersey with Martin Brodeur all those years. The teams that have been the best since in recent years, they have these stud goalies. The LA Kings with John Quick. If you want to be in it consistently, having a goalie that can cover up your mistakes, like Bobrovsky can, is a definite asset to have. And they're they play well in front of him. They know that if they do make a mistake, he's going to cover up and make the stops, and they can play their game and play their game effectively. As I sound like an idiot. A little too much coffee today, CJ. But I like this team. And one of my best friends is a huge fan. He's been a fan going back when he first really started liking hockey, about, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. And they kind of became like his Western Conference team. Like with me, it's my two Western Conference teams are in a way LA, because I love Southern California. I love the lifestyle, the whole thing about Los Angeles, and the Nashville Predators, because I love country music. So that's me in a nutshell. But he kind of just stumbled into the Blue Jackets as his team. He loved Rick Nash, and even after Nash left, he stayed with it. And my buddy Mike loves everything about that team, and he's kind of nudging me. They're gonna be good this year. I'm like, they overachieved last year and fell short. I don't know. And he's like, we watch, and God bless him, he was right. They hung around, and they get plenty to be proud of this year. There's no shame in losing to a team that has two of the best 4 or 5 players on the face of the planet. That's just the way it goes, and they're going to use this experience and grow from it. I think they'll be a perennial playoff team, and if they go out, they can address. I think if they make a big trade, or guys are more inclined to go there. They won't. The next big name they go after, it won't be a Jeff Carter situation. They will never have to worry about that again. They have stable front office group. I love what they're doing, and I think that the way they play a pretty entertaining brand of hockey. It's not as wide open as the casual fans would like, but they don't exactly play the trap either. They got a deep team, and hopefully they address what needs to be done. The young talent comes up. They had 3 first-round picks last year. If you saw my when I was at the draft last year, I talked to Kirby Raquel, nice kid. He was one of the picks. Alex Wenberg, a stud from Sweden, and Marco Dano, who ended the year in the American Hockey League. So we'll see what happens with those 3 guys. But again, and they got Oscar Dask, the goalie for the Erie Otters. So there's plenty to be optimistic about going forward in Lumbus, in the Buckeye State. Anyway, that's all I got this episode of the Power Play with CJ on what to expect in Columbus going forward. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the playoffs and beyond. Later, guys.